Air pollution, climate change, and forest fires, some of the biggest problems facing our planet right now. But a startup called Takachar has found a way to tackle them using plant waste and ingenuity. Joining us is the Canadian co-founder of Takachar, Kevin Kung. Kevin Kung, welcome to Your Morning.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Great to have you. Explain to us, why is agricultural waste such a large problem?
Yeah, so currently a lot of the crop and forest residues, which we call biomass, is often very loose, wet and bulky, which makes them very difficult and expensive to transport and collect, whether for conversion or for disposal. And that is a big problem because for most rural communities, they're often shut out from the benefits of the bioeconomy, and their only recourse is to burn their residues, which creates significant air pollution. And sometimes the buildup of forested residues also can exacerbate wildfires.
And this is a problem because, and I'm quoting a 2014 study from Stanford University, showed that burning biomass out in the open, like you're saying, burning it open in a field, accounts for 18% of global emissions. So you have designed a portable chemical reactor that will help to tackle this problem. Can you explain for us how it works?
Sure. So imagine small-scale, low-cost portable systems that can latch onto the back of tractors and pickup trucks, and that can deploy to rural farms and forested landings to locally upgrade and densify the residues on site into higher value bioproducts, which can be biofuels, fertilizers, or chemicals. And if we can do so, then we can actually create this waste-to-value loop in rural communities. And a higher value means that we could eliminate the burning of these residues.
So given that you're still burning the waste, why aren't emissions released?
Sure. So what we do is that we actually capture a lot of the low-energy molecules and the volatile that's coming out from the reaction, and we oxidize it, which means that not only is it running the reaction and providing heat, and therefore our reaction doesn't need external energy to run itself, but it also actually oxidizes into a much more cleaner form that's at least 98% lower in criteria pollutants such as smoke or NOx or SOx.
Kevin, what is the end result of what this produces, and then who buys it? Who's it useful for?
Sure. So we can actually customize the process to make different output products ranging from biofuels to fertilizers to chemicals. Right now, as a starting point, we are mostly working with carbon-based fertilizer blend that in very degraded and acidified soil actually help farmers improve their yield on average by 27%.
There are also implications for forest fires using your technology. How can burning agricultural waste help reduce larger fires?
So these are not agricultural waste, but rather forested residues, which often comes from power companies trimming the trees along their infrastructure, or logging operations having these non-merchantable residues left over. Our process could also potentially turn these into similar kind of higher value products. And right now, a lot of those residues are just left and piled on site to be burned or be a risk for additional forest fires. And by doing so, we can actually create additional values for these rural communities too. And right now, we actually have a project going on in the West Coast dealing with forest fire and prevention and mitigation.
Takachar has been recognized by Earthshot as well as by X Prize. You've just been awarded just under $2 million between the two of them. What are you going to do with that money?
Yeah, I think this is a great honor, and we're really humbled by all the recognition that we get. And I think for the amount of money, it's going to be spent on scaling up our initial pilot. Right now, we have around 5,000 farmers we're working with, and we really want to at least quadruple that size in the next year or two to really scale the impact as well as assess the impact that we can make, such that we can actually design both a robust system and also really propagate it to not only places like the North America, but also in places like India or Kenya.
Kevin, it is a fascinating solution. Thanks for coming on Your Morning to share it with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.